All right, back again. And today I want to talk about one of the main factors and reasons that narcissists know what they're doing is within that discard phase. A lot of you struggle and are confused as to whether or not a narcissist really knows what they're doing to you when you're going through all of this. Are they just acting out because of their childhood? Or are they acting out because of, bad things going on and coming up in a bad childhood and whatnot? Could that be true? Maybe. But here's the thing. A lot of people, narcissists aren't the only ones that had bad upbringings, bad childhoods, right? And everybody doesn't end up doing the same thing that narcissists do, right? So it kind of varies from person to person. But more so, we have to not get so caught up in what went on in their childhood, and look at it from a standpoint that the behaviors that narcissists display, they are very comfortable in those roles of being the antagonist, of being the manipulator, of being the duper, the one that's duping you, the one that's getting over on you, of being a cheater, of being a liar, and so forth. They're very comfortable operating in those behaviors, and in fact, they lean towards it because they feel that's what empowers them. That's what makes them, above the rest. All of the rest follow the rules. You all are dummies. You all are fools. You're silly. They're going to break the rules. They're going to go above and beyond that. They're not going to, pay any attention to that. They're going to do what they want to do. On the flip note, on the other side of that, you have the instance where once a narcissist begins to doing this stuff to you, and they start seeing the success rate and how this thing operates and whatnot, and they're seeing how they're getting over on a person, and they're seeing that they can lie and manipulate a person to no end and get away with a lot of these behaviors, and they see that people will put up with it, right? Here's the key factor why they know it's wrong. Some of you may have heard the fake apologies and them explaining why they shouldn't have did this and that. Yeah, they know what they're doing is wrong. They know it shouldn't be going on, but it's the point and it's the fact of the matter that they don't care. It means nothing that they hurt you. They understand they hurt you, but they don't feel why you feel that way. That's where that lack of empathy is. They can't feel that. Like you're saying, oh, that bothered me. They can't put themselves in your shoes and be like, dang, if that happened to me. The only way that they'll relate is if it's actually done to them. They can't conceptualize these things. It has to be done to them. You would have to do the exact same thing that they did to you to them. And this is why you see that overreaction of why they just cannot take that. They go overboard when you do something to them in which the likes that they did to you. They can't take it. But they know what they're doing. The lack of empathy doesn't. If they had empathy, it would pause a lot of these behaviors because they would think about, wow, if that happened to me, I wouldn't like it. They just know if that happens to me, I'm done. You just did the ultimate. They don't have any compassion. They don't have any understanding when it comes to something being done to them. This is why they take flight very quickly or get super angry when the most minimal amount of things are done to them that they don't like. You know the old saying, they can dish it, but they can't take it. And this is why they work so hard setting up alliances and so many facades and stuff to protect themselves from any type of counteroffensive. So, does the narcissist know what they're doing? Yeah, they know what they're doing. They just don't. One, because of their naivety, they don't believe that it will happen to them. They believe that they're too good. They'll catch anything you're trying to do. They don't have to worry about you. They already have you figured out. They don't believe that anything like that can happen to them, or you would ever get close to doing anything like that to them, because they carefully scoped you out and picked you to make sure that you weren't going to be a threat to them. So the threat risk assessment was already made before they got with you, and they saw something in you that showed them that you were safe, that they didn't have to worry about any of that happening to them. But they can do all this stuff to you and remain safe because you're not going to do the same thing back to them. Trust me, folks, this is all pre-calculated. Your whole experience with the narcissist was scripted with them. You were running off their script. Their script keeps them safe. Their script keeps them out of harm's way. You weren't just picked for any reason when the narcissist decided to be with you. They saw certain things in you that was a low risk threat assessment for them that they didn't have to worry about. You weren't petty. You weren't a person that would try to hurt them or anything like that. They already assessed your character. So they know dealing with you should be a smooth run, and they can do all of the obnoxious, malevolent things to you and get away with it and not have to worry about the consequences coming back to them by you. Now, here's where it changes. Once they see, this is where many of you start seeing that drastic change when you start to mention the amount of things that they've done to you. When you mention that you believe that they're a narcissist, when you mention about changing on them, this is when you see that drastic change in them. The becoming distant, the ghosting and stuff like that. Why? Because they took assessment. They know all of the things that they've been doing to you. They should have never been able to get away with. They should have never been able to do. But in fact, they were able to do these things. And therefore, now that they see that you are waking up to the truth in the matter and the fact that they have been duping you, that they have been mistreating you on purpose at that, on purpose. Once they find out that you realize that, now you become a threat. Now you become dangerous to them. Now they have to worry about you. And this is something that they don't want to do. You caught on is what they're thinking. Oh shit. They realize that I have been doing this on purpose. I have been getting away with murder. And they know once a person realizes that, the unpredictability of what could happen out of that is very high. And it's chances that they don't want to take or be around. So they will move themselves out of the equation, get lost, and stay as far away from you as possible. The first test is to see, how did you just get a little mad and you're just upset because I've never seen you like this before? Or have you really figured me out? So that's what the distance creates. That's why they'll leave, hoover back to see, did you miss me? Was this all just a blow up? You were just a little upset and you wanted me to come back and apologize and make things right. Well, here I am. Here's the first hoover. They see that you're still mad. You're not budging. They back off again. Wait a little bit longer. do things to make you believe that you've lost them, at least. And then they'll pop back up again just to see, okay, wait a little bit longer now. Absence make the heart grow fonder. Did I lose this supply completely? Have they really fully figured me out, or were they just really, really mad about what I've done and what they've discovered about me? If you still remain vigilant and done with them, they will know that you finally figured them out, and they'll move on. And that's pretty much how it works, folks. Narcissists know what they're doing. The game is whether you figure it out or not. Anyway, make sure to like, subscribe, share. If you need a one-on-one consultation, don't hesitate to click the link in the description box. Shoot me an email and I'll get you information on how to do that. Till next time, have a good one.